E aí pessoas, tudo bom? Tudo beleza? Bom, a gente vai continuar, não exatamente onde a gente parou o último vídeo, mas é praticamente do lado. A gente falou com um senhor troll e a gente vai ir atrás da mulher dele, que ficou com ciúmes e aí deixou ele. Ô louco, deu uma queda de rendimento aqui no jogo. Mas, enfim, a gente já começa aqui na briga. Surgiu essas arpias. Pô, fiquei pensando, por que o troll não come essas arpias ao invés de elfo? Pô, às vezes ele gosta do gosto do elfo, né? Ele falou que gostava da gordura deles. Então deve ser coisa de gosto mesmo, né? Gosto não se discute. Deixa o cara comer os elfozinhos dele lá. Mas, enfim, a gente pode continuar. A gente tá... Eu tô chegando... Caralho. Que isso, gente? O que tá acontecendo com o meu computador? Ó! Briga lá, mais lá pra frente. Vamos ver o que tá acontecendo. Coroi, mano. Outro troll.
She's wounded. Let her bleed.
Better lunge at her all at once. She's weakened.
Not worth the risk.
É a troll!
What are you doing here?
We're mercenaries. Currently on King Hansel's pay. We were sent here on reconnaissance. Barely escaped with our lives from that mist of specters. Now we're up against a furious she-troll. Who are you?
Geralt of Rivia.
Sua mãe.
The White Wolf. We could use professional help, Witcher.
Will you help us?
I can't let you kill her.
Since when does a monster slayer take their side?
None of your business. I need her, and you need to leave.
She killed 2 of my men.
Walk away, and nobody else will get hurt.
You won't help? Fine. Just don't disturb us. We'll manage ourselves.
The troll needs to live.
The troll will die.
Then you'll have to kill me, too.
In that case... Adieu, Witcher.
Mano, resposta errada, véi. Só te falo isso. Filho da puta, mano. Eu não esperava esse ataque giratório. Fala a verdade. Desviar, né? Véi, contra o humano é sempre um pouquinho mais... Beleza.
Enough! We surrender! Throw down your arms, men! Spare us! Witcher! The king will pay our ransom.
I'm not looking for a ransom. Leave the troll alone and go your way.
You'll let us go?
You can't return through the mist. It's certain death.
They're soldiers of fortune. We're not afraid of death.
Neither do we foolishly seek it. The Witcher's right.
Commander, we were to find a Witcher.
A bald one with a snake medallion. This one's white-haired, with a wolf in his neck.
You're looking for Letho.
You know him?
You could say that. I'm looking for him, too. What do you know about him?
Sheila de Tanserville told us to search the ravines for this Letho. All we found was a camp strewn with dead Scoia'tael. This Letho was responsible for the bloodbath, and he did not act alone.
Where was this?
On the other side of the Wraith's Mist.
What were you to do with him?
Kill him, and anyone with him.
Anyone? Are you sure?
That was the order.
Do you know where Letho is?
Somewhere on the other side of this mist. We found a trail, but then the mist descended. We got lost, and emerged from it here.
Você vê como é que o jogo... Ele trilha o seu caminho pra você saber aonde o Leto tá, né? Mas enfim... eu agora são coisas que eu me pergunto. Mano, eu foquei o cara certo, né? Isso foi uma felicidade minha. Mas e a Troll, velho? O que ela tá fazendo agora?
I advise you to surrender to the rebels.
That would be new to me. I am Adam Pangrat, known as a dieu.
You won't survive for long out here.
They'll hang us. They know Henselt hired us.
Go to Cecil Burden. He'll treat you fairly. But don't count on him outbidding Henselt.
Hear that, boys? Let's meet the Dragon Slayer. The Witcher claims we'll be safe and sound. Gather the wounded. Stop buggering and move out.
Humi's troll, see? To kill Humi's itchy. Would kill trolls, sure. You, other. Good, you help. Troll, you help.
If you want to help me, go back to your old man.
No! Idjit Humi redhead grope.
He's alone now. He misses you.
Tell him, too late.
Ai, meu Deus.
Know anything about the woman who's in your lair?
Troll, no. Humi ugly. Humi stinks.
Return to your husband if you want to repay me.
Troll don't want, but troll will. For you other, you good.
Mrs. Bag! Good! Troll-like!
Me back for Wisha asked. Stay away if Wisha not ask.
Mrs. Wise!
Idjit you. Humi woman grope.
No more! Never again!
Give me the bandana.
Mano, muito bom,
Here,
véi.
stupid
bom.
old buck.
Troll give horn. In danger, wisher blow, troll come.
Thanks. I'll remember that. Now go to your mate. Maybe pick her some flowers first.
Flowers? No! Flowers stench. Troll bring bird dung.
Caralho, velho. Melhor personagem ever, mano.
Nothing.
Porra, sensacional, velho. Olha esses caras.
Stench.
Entrega o lenço de Trish para a Philippa Alhart. Ah, é. A partir do lenço ela pode saber onde ela tá. Mano, eu quero dar uma olhada nesse chifre que ele me deu, velho. Cadê? Chifre de Torol. Torol. Item de missão. Cara, muito bom. Ação não permitida. Ué, como é que eu uso esse chifre? Dá pra usar... Não, não quero. Porra, eu não faço ideia de como usar isso, velho. Cara, velho, sensacional, velho. Melhor personagem até agora que eu conheci. Sem sacanagem. Muito bons mesmo. É o seguinte, eu tenho que entregar esse lenço pra Philippa, lá na cidade. E é um caminho até lá. Então, a gente vai fazer aquele procedimento padrão. Vou dar um corte assim que eu estiver chegando lá. Eu volto. Daquele jeito. Aí, comida de troll. Vou lá. Beleza, guys. Eu tô aqui já na frente da casa da Philippa. Vamos ver o que vai rolar, né? Vamos ver se a gente vai conseguir saber o paradeiro da Triss agora.
You wanted to discuss something?
Sim, senhora.
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to travel.
Two of Letho's comrades, probably those responsible for Demoven's death, were hiding among the Scoia'tael. When it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Yorvith, the Scoia'tael leader gave the order to eliminate them. Letho had to reach the unit before the elven messengers did. He could only do that by teleporting.
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they ended up in the gullies. What happened next?
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred the unit with his comrades. They're somewhere on the other side of the fog.
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
I can assure you she is not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
Mano, essa mina, ela tá muito de má vontade. Shiri ordenou que matassem Letho e Triss.
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it. I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho and anyone found with him.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure she knew Triss was with him?
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss. I sensed a lot of tension.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything up.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Let's see.
Ué, tá rolando alguma coisa?
What's going on?
The peasants want to take pitchforks to King Demoven's son.
Why?
The Dragonslayer's servant is spreading rumors that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are in an uproar. They want to dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still respectful, but they are feverish. A fight is inevitable. Help us out. The situation is dire. I'm going to inform the other nobles.
Queixinho dentro da blusa, mano. Eu vou falar só a verdade aqui, véi.
I'm not sure if Prince Stennis is guilty, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was involved.
Power, the object of dark desire.
Let's go, before this dark desire becomes too strong and someone gets hurt.
You go. I'll locate Triss. And should anything happen to Prince Stennis, remember, we need his blood.
I remember.
Exatamente. Espero os acontecimentos se desenrolarem. Evite que os japoneses lixem o príncipe. Eu quero que eles lixem ele, eu preciso do sangue dele. Tá, mas se essa missão pede, eu vou lá e faço, né? Eu tô seguindo a história do Geralt, não a minha. Vamos ver onde é isso. Beleza, não é longe não. É bem aqui do lado.
Stupid. She just fell unconscious.
Mas pô, eu ainda tô sentindo uma energia negativa na Philippa, velho. Eu acho ainda que ela não é... Muita gente falando, meu Deus do céu. Já
Geralt.
concluo.
It's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
Nobody to keep things peaceful?
Scalen Burden and his dwarves are trying to contain the mob, but they're badly outnumbered.
The plebs will yell a lot, beat someone up, and go home. As peasants do.
That'd be foolish. They're not serfs anymore. The days of them humbly sowing and reaping are gone.
Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Scalen Burden. I keep order in Vergen. Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yorvith.
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olgan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off!
Caralho, mano, Yorvith tá putaço.
We need to act quickly.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Beleza,
Humans
então a
only
gente tem que
care
ser
how
rápido
their
agora.
asses rise as stations
Can we have a word?
Why not? I'm Ogden, a founder. I cast mugs, plates, chalices. You need any, Witcher?
No thanks. The tableware in the council chamber is your handiwork?
It is. Made it back in Mayor Farragut's time. Since then, each and every goblet has hit the floor dozens of times, and what happened? Nothing, because they're steel. My goblets are indestructible, impervious to both the fury of sovereigns and servants who are all thumbs.
Saskia's chalice was new.
Aye, it was. Back in Mayor Farragut's day, a venture Saskia was no more than an itch in her da's breeches.
Who ordered the goblet from you?
That goblet was a gift. A way for the folk of Vergen to pay tribute to Saskia. I got the honor of casting and presenting it to our lovely leader. The lass liked it so much, she's not used any other vessel since she received it.
Que cagada, mano.
Was the order for a normal goblet?
Not a chance. It was supposed to be a gift. I ornamented it richly, even on the inside. Not terribly practical, that, as it's hard to get clean. Some scum is bound to remain. But I wanted it looking downright regal, worthy of our Saskia.
The other chalices were not ornamented on the inside?
Course not.
Eita porra.
Any chance there could have been two identical goblets?
Why, there's no craftsman that comes close to me in Vergen.
Could someone have tried to copy your handiwork?
Ha! I know of one who's been trying for years, but he's a fumbler, a screw-up. He's not produced one decent vessel. They all look like the work of a drunken elf. Thorax, his name.
See you at the
Beleza.
inn. We'll grab a beer.
Tá, eu
Playing
tenho...
into Henselt's hands.
Thorax,
If they
né?
start at each other's throats,
Who
we'll
will
have
the
to face
Witcher
the entire amount of Tedwin
Vamos,
alone.
vamos tentar procurar esse cara, que é o melhor.
Say,
Nossa, muita
Witcher,
gente
come
não
over
ouviu,
here.
meu Deus do céu.
Otherwise, it's vigilante justice.
I'd gladly hear your opinion on the situation.
Finally, someone reasonable. It's obvious Henselt bribed some serf who then did what he was told.
Ah, continua aí, mano.
That's interesting.
Just think it through. The prince couldn't have done it. The wine was in plain sight. Only the servants touched the decanters, and who are they? Commoners. Then that same commoner incited his folk to stand against the nobles and the prince.
Something to think about.
Give us this whoreflower!
Rolling dung, you surly
Já apareceu aqui
dog!
atrás.
I want to speak with the prince.
You're unique then. Everyone else wants to tear him limb from limb.
We won't let you in.
Only I can help your prince.
Tomara que dê certo. Dê certo, dê certo, dê certo.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Are you mad?
Silence! I'm in command here, and I grant the Witcher leave to enter.
Please, master.
Are you here to kill me, Monster Slayer?
I'm here for your help. You can save Saskia.
Do you hear them? They want my head. They equate the words of some village idiot with mine. I am the heir to the Edirnian throne, the rightful ruler of this land, descendant of Demavend and Verferil.
Prince, if you help me heal Saskia, the people will forget.
If I don't help you, they'll kill me. This is blackmail.
This is a deal.
What do you want?
I need royal blood for a potion that will heal Saskia.
Do you mock me?
You owe Saskia your life. She carried you away from the Wraith's battle.
It was her duty, as it would have been of any Edirnian. Besides, my realm is falling apart, and she is responsible. Saskia and her rebels routed the royal forces at Gillette and on the banks of the Dyffny. For practical purposes, the Edirnian army no longer exists.
Those rebels are the last hope you have of stopping Henselt.
And what then? A pig herd will be crowned and appoint a shoeshine his Secretary of State.
Don't think that far ahead. Your Highness, just a few drops of your blood will cure Saskia. Vergen can defend itself only if she's in command.
I've already said I owe this girl nothing. I'll not yield to blackmail even if it costs me my life. I'll go to the axe, my head held high. And I'll certainly not surrender even a drop of royal blood to save a peasant girl.
Que filho de uma puta, véi.
Did you poison her?
Of course not. Even if I had, do you think I would boast about it? Don't be a fool.
I'm trying to help. Not only Saskia, but you, Your Highness.
I won't yield to that rabble. Never. One smear is all they needed to lay siege to my doorstep. Do you really think I should plead my innocence every time some village idiot says the prince did it? Or maybe go out there and beg them for mercy? Never!
You merely need to convince them that you're innocent. Prove it wasn't you and they'll walk away.
And if I am innocent, yet lack proof thereof? You claim you wish to help me. Do so. Convince the people to believe me. You'll not regret it.
You're trying to bribe me.
I want only to make a contract. Think about it.
Moleque, nesse ponto, fi, eu tiraria a força.
What is it, sire?
Show the Witcher out.
Is everything in order, sire?
We had a chat, but we are through. Think on what I told you, Geralt.
I will.
Save your threat.
Enough of this charade!
Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why! The mongrel covets the crown!
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
No need to poison the wine. Smearing the poison inside the chalice would be enough.
I never heard of anyone poisoning a chalice.
You haven't heard much, then. One of the Emperor's forebears died after sampling some lamb. He was always scared of poison and ate supper with his cook. The murderer spread poison on one side of a knife. Then he cut the meat so that only a small piece was poisoned.
The Witcher's right! Give us Stennis!
Saskia's got her own chalice.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves. The order came with a very detailed drawing.
Even so, how did it come into Saskia's hand?
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanted to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene dumbhead the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict anyone based on that.
Eu tenho que proteger o desgraçado, né, velho?
Your Highness, this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world. And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Edirn? Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Edirn, can judge me. Can he? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you? I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign!
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
So you've forgotten how you tried to bribe me when I was at your house?
How about that,
Caralho, véi!
Slugface? This is slander.
There are no witnesses, Witcher.
Mano, eu não sei mais em que... Mano, o que o jogo quer de mim? Ah, mano, eu quero que esse cara se foda na real.
The prince has a right to a fair trial, no matter if he's guilty or not. We can't deny him that. What will the peasants do if we hand them the prince? Will they hear him out? No. They'll hang him from the nearest tree or tear him limb from limb. What will happen if we allow a lynching? What if people see that might makes right? Who'll guarantee they won't desire to avenge their wrongs, real and imagined? Who'll protect people whose only fault is noble birth from the exasperated mob? And where will it lead?
Eu escolhi errado, tá? Eu queria matar esse cara.
The peasants are furious.
They didn't dare mount a frontal attack.
But they haven't forgotten about Stennis, and won't. It'll be that way until Saskia regains consciousness.
She won't keep order by strength alone.
Unless it's a great strength.
We need an authority figure, and royal blood.
5 courts go to waste in the Dwarven dungeon at the moment.
There's also Henselt.
Going into that haunted mist is madness. Stealing Stennis away would be easier.
No. Anything involving Stennis will cause a riot.
I've had enough of the peasants and nobles barking. Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt's army with this rabble, which is why I'm going to get reinforcements.
Where?
4 Scoia'tael units await in hiding to the east. Time to summon them.
You'll make it in time?
I must.
Caralho, velho. Oh, eu realmente queria ter matado os Stennis, velho. Eu realmente... Pena que eu escolhi errado. Mas eu... No final das contas foi a... Converse com o Philippa... Ah, eu acho. Agora as 2 missões foram postas a um novo patamar. Eu tenho que prosseguir com as 2. Deixa eu ver quanto tempo falta aqui. Beleza, ótimo, dá pra gente continuar um pouquinho mais. Eu realmente queria ter matado os Stennis ali, mas a escolha que eu fiz vai poder me levar para um caminho mais brando, digamos assim. Vamos dar uma lida aqui no onde está... Nossa, muito grande. Não vou ler isso aqui não. Seguindo a confusão, seguindo a confusão com o Prince Stennis, Geralt se viu forçado a procurar conselhos de Philippa. A feiticeira tinha mais tempo e... What the fuck? Sangue real, vamos olhar aqui, ó. Stennis foi capturado e levado sob custódia. Geralt tinha apenas uma fonte de sangue real restante. Henselt de Caedman. Manos, eu vou seguir aqui o sangue real. Vamos ver pra onde ele vai me levar. Vamos ver no mapinha. Olha que mapa bonitinho, ó. Vamos ver. Eu não sei nem aonde. Não tem nem marcação, né, velho? Ele disse que... Na cutscene que ele tava do outro lado da fog, né, do negócio. Vamos ver pra onde essa missão vai me levar. Acho que esse daqui tem um objetivo mais claro. Então é pra ela que eu vou, mano. Como é perto da casa da Philippa, eu não vou cortar não, tá bem aqui do lado. E rapaz, a treta tá ficando grande, mano. Tá tendo bastante história aqui, mano. Esse foi um vídeo bem denso. Que isso? Ai, não.
I tried locating Triss, but the mist disrupts the megascope. There's a weak signal nearby, probably on the other side.
In the Kedweni camp?
You'll have to pass through the mist.
There's no time to lose.
I'm continuously scanning the battlefield. I'll show you the way through. I'll find you when you enter the mist.
Farewell, then.
We still need royal blood.
I know. Henselt.
We need his blood, not his death.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a Kingslayer?
Beleza, jogo. Você me fudeu agora. Vou ter que passar um tempinho censurando essa cena. Não porque eu quero, mas porque o YouTube me obriga, tá? Mas essa missão foi até boa, que ela vai me levar pro mesmo caminho que eu precisava ir do mesmo jeito. Então eu vou precisar ir para onde? Missão localizada. Eu não sei para onde eu tenho que ir. Na verdade agora eu sei sim, bem aqui. Tem que sair, né? Vamos sair da cidade. Eu tenho que percorrer um longo caminho. E pra isso, não vou terminar o vídeo. Não vou. Pô, acabei de entregar o peixe, né? Caralho. Eu tenho que poder. Enfim, eu não vou cortar o vídeo não. Eu vou terminar ele por aqui. Olha só, novidades. Enfim, guys, eu vou terminar o vídeo por aqui. Então a gente se vê no próximo, beleza? Ai, caralho, ah, mano, eu tenho que censurar aquela bosta. Foda, mano, acontece. Tem que estar preparado pra isso. Mas enfim, eu tô prolongando demais o vídeo. A gente se vê no próximo. Muito obrigado pra você que viu até aqui. E a gente se vê no próximo. Falou!